at the moment. So as I'm going through it, anything that anybody doesn't understand, then interrupt. So this is all about speed, distance, time. If you've got this in your jotter, I would be looking for you to at least start the test with the little triangle written out so that you know how to get the three formulae as you come to them. So obviously D for distance, that's the top one, starts at the top of the triangle. Your S and your T are going to go down at the bottom. And the idea is that you then use that triangle to help you work out your formula. So this first question, car travelling for 3 hours, so you've been given a time there. So it's always worthwhile writing down what information do I know. So I know it's 3 hours, the average speed was equal to 40 miles per hour. And this question is just basically asking you, it doesn't even ask you for the answer, it's just saying how would you work out how far it's travelled in miles. So that's you've been asked to work out a distance. If you cover up the D, you'll see your formula for distance is speed times time. So for us that would be, we would be doing 40 times 3. When you look at the choices that you've got there isn't anything that says 40 times 3, but of course answer C is 3 times 40 and 40 times 3 is the same thing. So hopefully that was one you got correct. You can put a tick there, but it shouldn't just have been a guesswork, it should have been actual work and written on your page. So second question, this one, a rally car converted 720 kilometres in 4 hours. That means it drove a distance of 720 kilometres in 4 hours, so our time was 4 hours. So again, right, calculate the speed. So whether or not you drew the wee triangle again, you'll see this time if you want the speed, then if you cover up the speed for this, you'll see you're left with distance over time. So the formula you're going to be using, right, distance divided by time is what you're doing. So you would be doing 720 divided by 4, and that comes to 180 kilometres per hour. It is very, very important that you get the right type of units for speed. Right, that would have been answer A. Distances are in things like kilometres or miles. Time units can be hours, minutes or seconds, but speed units are kilometres per hour. Right, the word per means divided by, so you're doing a distance divided by a time unit. So make sure you've got the correct units there. Again, right, that was one that not too many, I think most people did get 1 and 2 correct. It was at question 3 that some people started to make some errors. In this one, you've been given that the speed is 15 metres per second this time, and the distance is 2.4 metres. So again, the distance units there kind of match up. You're trying to work out a time, and again from the little triangle, right, your distance at the top, speed, time at the bottom. So if you want the time, you're covering up the T, then it's distance divided by speed. So the formula you're using here, time equals distance divided by speed. So we are doing time would be equal to our distance on the top is 2.4 and our speed on the bottom would be 15. If you do that question on the calculator, it would have come out with 0.16, and that would be, because our time units here are seconds, that would be your answer. So 0.16 seconds, which would have been answer B. So well done if you got that one correct. For question 4, my name is Speedy. It takes me 3 minutes to cycle to school, so that's your time is 3 minutes, which is half a mile away from my home. So the distance is half a mile. Now a half as a decimal is 0.5. So you're looking to put the distance value in as 0.5 of a mile. if you look through the answers there, you will see they're all in miles per hour. So that's like miles divided by hours. So we have to do something with that 3 minutes to change it into hours. And this is where the very first lesson that we did with time, where what you're basically doing is working out the fact that 3 minutes is 3/60ths of an hour. So you need to do 3 divided by 60, and that would give you 0.05 hours. Right, you need to change the minutes into decimal time. So, and that's about you knowing that 3 minutes, right, is the same thing as saying we've got 3 out of 60. That's your fraction of an hour, and that's why it's dividing by 60. So putting those two values, right, the 0.05 and the 0.5, average speed is equal to, again, getting the formula from the triangle, distance over time. So 0.5 divided by 0.05, and if you do that in the calculator, it comes out with the answer of 10, and we now know our answer is in miles per hour, which was answer D. So well done if you got that one correct. A wee bit tricky because of the time unit, and you'll be working a wee bit more on that today. So last question you had to do, Lisa, what's an average speed? So speed was 2.5 kilometres per hour, and the time for that journey is 2.5 hours. And to put that into the calculator, the half bit needs to go in as 0.5, so 2.5 hours. So this is back to a distance question, so it's speed times time. So you are doing 2.5 times 2.5. That would give you an answer of 6.25. What are the units going to be here? Well, our speed was kilometres per hour, our time was hours, so the hours kind of cancel each other out, so it's kilometres is what you're looking for, so answer D. So that's all the answers. If you can check your working, check that you've done them correctly.